be doing today is the two side boxes. So this one, which we said was going to be either the dispatcher type or storage. So I've already measured, it's 95.5 centimeters across. However, it's got a slight taper to 95. There is an upstand there, look, that I've got to go round, but that end wall tapers in because obviously it flows the shape of the boat, and it comes down to this side strut where the wall's going on. There's the wall that goes in down there. So what I'm going to do is cut the width out, cut it to 23 inches because that leaves me a bit of adjustment down here. Then I shall slide it in along these side pieces up to that point, so it comes across there just shy of where it's going to sit. Might even bring it back a bit further. Use a stick to scribe onto the end of that wood, cut that off, then the whole floor will slide back to meet that. Obviously I've got to mark that bit out at the same time, and then this end I shall put that back down on the side, mark the end, cut it off, job's good. Okay, yeah, it's very dirty down there, so take no notes of that. Okay, let's get on with it. Having got the board into position, I just need to mark that end wall off now, which tapers out. You can use anything that reaches over the distance of the gap. Obviously as it goes in this way it's going to get more and more. So in this case I'm just going to use a 6-inch piece of wood like so. Put it up to the wall. Scribe along it. Do it all the way along. Make sure it's right. And you can do this bit as well. Remember, the whole board is going to move that way to meet up, and if my measurements are correct, which I have been wrong before, the end of the board should meet this strut going across, so that I can put this piece down. Okay, the only other thing now to mark is the distance of this piece. Again, you don't have to be fantastically accurate with this. So we'll call that 10.5 centimetres. Put it like that. That's the two marks. So I'm going to cut that piece out. That marked already with a scribe. That's already marked. Got quite a turn actually coming down here. It tapers out slowly. When it gets to this point it's quite a steep taper, but I'll just put that on there to make sure that is the way it's going to go. Yep. Don't know why that's so steep at that point. Right, go and cut that piece out, and then I'll be able to mark up the last part of it. That's all cut in now. So that gives us a nice little box. I've put the side panel on just to hold it in place, because as you see right down at the bottom, that's the edging piece that I said about taking off. To be honest, it's only just over 1/4 of an inch. Probably doesn't need to come off, but I think I will. I want to put some a couple of brackets in the centres there. Just to give it a bit more strength in the floor. I know people aren't going to actually stand in the box. I mean, they're not supposed to. It's just a storage box. And probably it will be for fenders, life jackets and that type of stuff. But you never know. Someone might put something really heavy in there, and because the stretch of the 12mm is around about 95 centimeters, without a strut in the center, it will cause it to curve over time if they're jumping around in there. So I'll put those brackets on there, just another bit of belt and braces, but as I say, it doesn't need it. So what I'll do now is I'll take this back apart, hoover it all out, get it all nice and clean. I'll do this side, which is the battery compartment, in the similar fashion that I've just done the other side. Clean it all up, give all of this another coat of Dandelion paint, which is the bilge paint. The wood I shall treat outside and then give it a paint up, and then I'll give it its final coat of paint once it's back in place, similar to this board here, which is going to hold the tanks. And done. A couple of more screws obviously to put in underneath where the tanks go. No hurry for that. But apart from that, job's a good one.